Oh, I started, I'm trying to, trying to get in shape, trying to get back active, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't, well, maybe not necessarily, I wouldn't say get in shape. That's not, getting in shape isn't necessarily the goal. It is a byproduct of me achieving goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, my biggest thing right now is just to get in the habit of being active roughly on average 3 to 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Or every other day ish, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't got to do nothing heavy every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But, just kind of a brisk walk. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I like to walk to the post office. You know what I'm saying? It's not a terrible walk to get to the post office from here. So, and even then I feel like that's like a good, 45 minutes to an hour. You know, come back on that back street, hit that hill, really get that the hamstrings activated. You know what I'm saying? Your glutes there. Um, but yeah, one thing I started doing, I started like doing some boxing and grappling. You know what I'm saying, with my boy Jameson. Y'all remember Jameson? You know what I'm saying? He was on the podcast last year, I believe, and that was, to be honest, it was fun. I was kind of nervous at first because I was just like, I've never really been into like boxing and shit like that. You know what I mean? I've always respected it, you know what I'm saying? Just like the discipline it takes, and then just people's just willingness to get hit like that, you know what I mean? And maybe that was my biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? Because the last nigga that hit me in my face was my daddy, you know what I'm saying? And hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, no shame in my game. I was only 10, it's whatever. Uh but that was the last time I really like took a real hit to the face. You know what I mean? Actually, that might not be true. But I tell you what, it was the most memorable time I got hit in the face. I tell you what. Um, but yeah, so I guess like no one wants to get hit. Period. You know what I mean? No one wants to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're like, even if you know you about to fight, you're not trying to get hit. And like I'll say like the first like hour or so, like we was just doing like some basic like heavy bag work and shit. And then, after a minute, he was just like, all right, let's take a little bit of what you just, learned or whatever, and let's get some sparring done. And, I was like, all right, I mean, goddamn, okay. And, listen, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got my chin checked, you know what I'm saying, once or thrice, you know what I'm saying? I got my chin checked. But I will say, like, after, like, the first time I got hit, you know what I'm saying? Like first time he really checked my chin, all like the fear of getting hit and like what could possibly happen if I ever really got into like an adult fight, all that shit melted away. Like I don't know what it was. Like I don't know if this was like, I don't know if I like overcame some trauma in that moment, but like I got hit and then I just got real calm. And then I just stopped giving a fuck. And then next thing I knew, bro, I'm fucking body shots, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to fucking crack a rib. Not really though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I really see the appeal of combat sports. You know what I mean? Because growing up, I was kind of like, all right, football was about as violent as I would want to get. You know? Because even then, it's just kind of like, it's more so of like, I'm hitting you hard as shit with the objective of literally stopping you where you at right now. You know what I mean? Boxing, nigga, he ain't trying to go nowhere. You ain't trying to go nowhere. You just trying to lay that nigga out, right? That's all like combat sports are. Like I'm trying to lay this nigga out. Cause me, bro, I don't give a fuck about points, nigga. Bro, let's end this bitch quickly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a heavy. You know what I mean? I got three. Like I box like I play for honor, bro. Like I might set you up with like one or two lights, but nigga, after that, bro, I'm literally just I'm spamming my heavy, and I'm doing my best to like, you know, get that unblockable. You know what I mean? Where you just like it can't like, bro. It don't matter what you do, bro. You can only dodge it, bro. You can't. There's no parry in this. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, I wasn't quite prepared for how involved your legs have to be. You know, when like boxing and shit like that. Like you see a boxer. You know what I'm saying? They got nice, especially like a heavyweight. You know, like Mike Tyson, somebody like that. They got thick ass legs. You know what I'm saying? Tree trunks. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just in general, the thickness. You know, they got thick thighs, thick ass neck. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like just straight traps. Uh, but you know, you don't really understand how important that shit is until you really like just out here sparring, having to like really move around and swing. And then yeah, it was way more intense than I thought. I would argue that even just sparring, I would argue that sparring boxing or sparring any combat sport, all right? Because you know we did grapple too. I had a lot easier time grappling because you know it's a little more my speed. It's easier to slow it down, right? Boxing, you know, it's hard to slow it down, especially if you're playing with someone that's more agile than you. You know what I'm saying? Jameson is a little lighter on his feet than your boy. Um, you know, so it's just kind of like in order to really keep up or just do what I want to do, whether I'm trying to be offensive or defensive, it requires me to do a lot of fucking moving. And you know, that was my weakness. But with grappling, bro, I mean, it's still a good amount of movement, but you know, it's a little more. I can control the pace a little more because then, oh, bro, I grab on this nigga shirt or whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? We lock up a little bit, and then and at that point, it's really just all right, using my strength and general weight against this nigga. You know what I mean? Like the goal at some point, I want to like be able to like flow. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to play forceful and I want to be able to play like flowful. You know what I mean? Like if a nigga try to, you know, maneuver me, you know what I'm saying? Like grab me, pull me, turn me, twist me, whatever. Like the goal is to get to a point where I can just go with the momentum, like carry the momentum with my body and then counter it. You know what I mean? That's the goal though. You know what I mean? To just have that versatility and style. But nigga, I'll tell you what, bro. My quads, bro. My calves, bro. Them shits feel like boulders. Like my quads feel like boulders just sitting on top of my knees, and like my calves are just tight. You know what I mean? Because even it was like we sparred, I think last Thursday. And I told myself we was gonna try to spar, you know, maybe once a week. I mean, I don't know about this week, nigga. We'll have to see how these quads feel. You know what I mean? Uh, but you know, and then it's just kind of like you know between sparring sessions, you know, I'll do some, you know, training and shit on my own. You know, and so you know, yesterday, I did some jumping rope. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my feet game up. You know what I'm saying? Get that cardio up. Jumping rope is hard, bro. I am kind of proud of myself because I was still able to kind of do some of the footwork drills while jumping rope. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able, you know, just kind of run in place, do the little boxer kick. You know what I mean? You know, jump. You know, two jumps on one leg, two jumps on the other leg, two jumps on one leg, two jumps on the other leg. You know what I'm saying? Go back and forth like that. Then go back to the regular jump, and then keep switching between like footwork exercises. You know what I mean? Pretty proud of myself, especially for how heavy I fucking got. To still be able to at least do some of that shit. But nigga, I did some. No, I don't have any like actual like weights like dumbbells and barbells and shit like that. But we do have like resistance bands and nigga, just as difficult. You know what I mean? In my opinion, almost more difficult because it requires a lot more stability. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're pushing up and then you just got this thing constantly pulling you back. But I am enjoying it. I think in order for me to really stay in a flow as far as like exercise and like being able to exercise regularly, like I had to have a goal beyond exercising regularly. Like, cause even during the pandemic, the last time I was really like really into trying to fucking get back, you know what I mean? Like, bro, during the fucking pandemic, nigga, I was doing clap push-ups, the whole fucking nine, nigga, mountain climbers. You know what I'm saying? Doing my burpees, all that bullshit, running in the woods. You know, I was out here being active. All because I just, you know, when the time came, I wanted to be nasty as shit at basketball. Because, you know, on top of like all those like workouts, you know, I still set out like 30, 45 minutes a day to do just literally straight ball handling drills. You know what I'm saying? In my garage. And but it just made it so much easier for me to stick to that regiment because the goal wasn't necessarily to be in shape. It was to just be better at basketball. So I think that's I think that's the way I have to like frame my goals in my mind. It's just like I have a big goal. I have a large specific goal that requires me to build certain habits. You know what I mean? And through those habits, I will also get these kind of like residual results, which is losing weight, toning up. You know what I mean?